Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to learn about how to lay our edges or baby hair. Some people call them baby hair, these ones. So the first thing that you need when you're going to lay your edges is a brush. In my case, I'm using this. You can also use a normal brush, normal toothbrush, the one that you're not using, say an old toothbrush. You can also use that when you don't have a brush. And the second thing that you're going to need is either an edge control gel. You can use a styling gel, edge control gel. This is a styling gel, Sedoso, this one. Or you can use an edge control gel, or you can also use wax. This is Bamsi molding gel wax. So in my case, I prefer to use wax because it sticks longer and it lasts longer for me. So you can use either. Some people also use soap. So it depends on your personal preference, what you like to use. Anyway, because they all serve the same purpose. So let's get into it. The first thing that you need to do is, first of all, scoop out your edges that need to be laid down. In my case, my hair has been on for quite some time, I think 2 weeks, and I don't have, my hair is quite, I can say it sheds a lot. So sometimes I undo the front hair that is a bit tight. So that's why you see some of my edges are combined with the natural hair. So I'm just going to leave the hair out and lay the edges on their own. So yeah, what you need, as I said, is the wax and the brush. So the first step is to scoop out the hair that you're going to be laying, the baby hair or the edges. You scoop it out. My hair is not relaxed, it's natural, so that's why it appears a bit coarse or thick, because of course I'm an African. Yeah, so scoop it out like this. Then we're going to take our wax. This is Bamsi molding gel wax. We're going to take our wax and we'll scoop it with the brush, just a little bit of it, not too much, just a little, and we'll scoop it. So now what you're going to do is, you just do as so. You swirl the baby hair to the front using your brush and the wax, like so. I'll add another scoop of wax. You also swirl it to the front. This is sort of just to separate the baby hair from the rest of the hair and to know what you're going to be laying. Some people prefer to swirl the hair while doing the edges at the same time, but I prefer to first separate it before I can now lay the edges. So this is what we have at the moment, and the trick here is, for me, is I don't let the wax stay for too long because it's going to dry out before you actually get to lay the edges to get to your desired shape. So what I do with this brush, I'll start at the middle here. I'm going to scoop a bit of the hair, then I swirl it like backwards, like this. I don't know how to best explain it, but you can see from what I'm doing, like this. Continue doing it for the rest of the hair. Like this. So you just repeat the process until you're done with one side. Actually, there is no specific rule on whichever direction you want to lay your edges. This is just what is commonly used by people, but you can also decide to be creative and do your own designs. It's allowed. So yeah, now you're moving to the second half. Again, you take a bit of the hair and swirl it to the back, like so. Make sure you scoop all the hair so that You don't leave others hanging while others are laid. So yeah, you just play with your creativity. You can put the shapes and designs that you desire. Also, you can alter it to how you prefer, because our edges are shaped or designed differently. So depending on the shape of your face or how your face is structured, you can just play around with it. Yeah. So for me, in my case, my edges are laid. If I were using styling gel, I would finish this process and tie it up with a scarf and let it dry. But for my case, I don't like it, because you find after you've tied that with a scarf, there is usually a line that is drawn here, so I don't like that. So that's why I prefer to use wax, because wax, it sticks, and most of the time I don't really need to tie a scarf on it. It will just dry out on its own. Yeah. So you just try to play around with it, and if there is anywhere you feel like you're not satisfied with the results, you can always alter before the wax dries out. Yeah. So this is a simple way of doing your edges. This can take at most 5 minutes. It shouldn't take long. If you are in a hurry and maybe you're late somewhere and your edges don't look good, this is a quick and easy fix to do them. So this is how they look. This is how they look. This is on this side. I've omitted this because this is my natural hair. I undid it. This is on one half of the head, and this is on the other. Yeah. So also another thing that you need to know, another tip is, make sure you brush how do you call these things? Make sure your brush is strong. These brushes here. How do you call? Make sure your bristles, I found the word. Make sure your bristles are strong, so that when you lay the edges, they can actually lay them slickly. They can actually lay them to be slick, instead of using a brush whose bristles are a bit weak. So you will not get good results when the bristles are weak. Yeah, so this is the final results. They actually look good. These are the final results, and it's just a rough, easy way to do your edges when you're in a hurry. It's not very detailed, but the results are quite impressive. Yeah, so these are the final results, and after that you can style your hair to your desired style. Yeah. So this is how you do a quick way to do your edges. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye. See you on the next one.